Hi, my name is Wendy,
I'm Griff.
and we are so excited to grow our family through adoption. We really appreciate you taking the time to watch our video and get to know us a little bit better.
Yeah, we pray every night as we are going through this journey of adoption, and we have strong feelings that we know that whoever we match with, it's meant to be, and our paths were meant to cross and come together. So we just want to introduce who we are. So here we go.
So we met shortly after both of us returned off of our LDS missions. Griff served in Italy, where he got to learn Italian, and I served in Houston, Texas, where I got to learn Spanish. We met at BYU at a game night.
I decided to take Wendy out, and pretty much from the first date, I knew that Wendy was somebody that I could marry and would want to marry, and I was pretty interested, but Wendy, not so much.
Yeah.
So it took a little while for it all to develop, but I eventually convinced her to date me and marry me. So
Yeah. Well, I knew that if I started dating Griff, that I would fall in love and I would marry him. So because of that, I was like kind of a little like resistant to letting anything happen. The more I got to know him, the more I realized how awesome he is. And then we got married in January of 2017.
here's a little bit about Wendy, some things that I admire about her, some reasons that I fell in love with her. Number one, Wendy around the house, she's a great cook. She's always baking. We're always having people over. She's a really good hostess. I really admire that about her. She does a monthly activity for the younger girls in our community. And so they all come together and she plans all of that for them. We go to church every Sunday, and there's a lot of newborn babies, a lot of like new moms that search Wendy out and find her to let her hold their babies and kind of interact with them, and she loves that. And just seeing her with the babies makes me imagine like what our children are going to be like. And then we also have a couple nephews that come around quite a bit, and one of them that's been around the longest, he's just barely starting to speak, and his favorite phrase is, "I want to go to Wendy's house." It's like one of the only phrases he knows, but
I'm the best aunt,
yeah.
for sure. Some awesome things about Griff. So he's probably the hardest worker I've ever met. When we first were dating, we kind of started working together, and that was one thing that caught my eye pretty quick, was just how driven he is and motivated, self-motivated he is, which I'm grateful for. Another thing is he does love sports. He plays basketball and soccer and golf. Another thing I love about Griff is actually it's really fun to watch you interact with kids, because he teaches a primary class, a Sunday school class at church on Sundays for the 9 to 11-year-olds. And all the little boys think he's like so cool because his hair's so cool, and then and the little girls, they think he's really cute, which is definitely true, huh? One thing that we have gotten to do a lot while being married is traveling. It's been so fun. We've been all over the place. We've been back to Griff's mission. We've been to Italy, we've been to Hawaii multiple times, we've been to the Caribbean, we've been to South America, we've been to quite a few places in the United States. And it's been so fun because we've gotten to learn different cultures and see different places, and we just love it. We love culture.
So we do like traveling a lot, but I feel like we also really like being at home. We recently bought this home and this property about a year ago, and we kind of handpicked where we want to live and handpicked the home that we wanted to raise kids in. And so we think that this is a great place to raise a family, and we want to show you our property and the community so that you kind of know where we live. So okay, we want to show you our dogs first. So what's up, pups? This is little Ann right here.
This is Storm. Look at those crazy, beautiful eyes. This is our original guy. This is the big hoss right here. Look, smile.
We want to teach our kids what it means to work, and we have our animals, we have a garden here, and we are going to use these to, number one, teach our child how to work, and number two, teach our child how to be independent and provide for themselves.
So another thing that we love about where we live is the community that we're a part of. Down here in town, there's so much to do. There's a fun ice cream shop, there's awesome restaurants, there's also the world famous hot pools, the hot springs that are here in town. There's a community swimming pool with speed slides, and then there's also, we love it, there is a river that you can tube. And we're just so excited to share this with our children. So we have been trying to grow our family for quite a few years now. After miscarriages and struggling to get pregnant, we feel like we've been led to grow our family in different ways.
So as we started our journey through adoption, it started for us obviously wanting to grow our family, and that's very important to us. As we've learned more about the adoption process, we've realized that it is about us, but it's also obviously about you as the birth mom and so much about the child. And so we want you to know that we care about you, and we want to support you through this process as well, and we want you to know that you're loved.
So Griff already kind of mentioned this, but on Sundays when we go to church, we have a lot of friends that have little babies, and almost every Sunday someone comes up and just hands me their baby and just lets me enjoy their baby throughout church. And as we've started this adoption process, and it's really made me think on Sundays as I'm holding those little ones, if I'm capable of loving a baby or a child that isn't biological to us. And as I look at those little babies as I'm holding them, I just can't help but feel so much love for them. And it's made me realize that blood isn't what creates love. It's not what creates a bond. Love for a child is so much more than that. And I know that we have so much love in our heart and so much room for it to grow.
Thanks for watching this short little video about us and getting to know our family just a little bit more.
We hope that this was helpful, and we hope that you know that if you have any questions, please reach out. We'd love to get to know you, and we're excited about this journey.